Yo, y'all, what is up, guys? This is DOZ 101, and we just witnessed a fucking, I don't know what you want to call this, travesty, screw job.
That's
Geriatric Lawler.
taken.
Geriatric Lawler is going to the Elimination Chamber, ladies and gentlemen. What
You know
the
what was really
fuck?
funny though, Jose, is that when he eliminated John Cena, even though it was by accident, he had a look on his face like, "Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have eliminated you, Cena. Are you fucking mad?" Every man for himself was going on about that shit yesterday at the Rumble. Fucking old bastard doesn't know what he's talking about. He's deluded.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I just can't believe this bullshit at all.
Mr. Black, Jerry, your man. Are you humble for him too?
Yeah, but let's go ahead and get this shit out the way, because I figure, what the fuck, we'll just multitask it. Because now I ain't even got the energy. I'm about to go into rant mode. I swear to God.
What the fuck you got that shit on your head for? And that's defied. Secondly, Miz should be now concentrating on a decent feud for WrestleMania, but now we've got this subplot with fucking Jerry Lawler at fucking.
We all know what this is going to be, y'all. Jerry Lawler versus Michael Cole.
Giving him a decent, but talk about not giving him someone decent to contend with prior to WrestleMania to give him a further boost. No, they give him a 61-year-old fucking pensioner. Ridiculous.
Yeah, we all know what this is going to be. This is going to be Jerry Lawler and Michael Cole at WrestleMania. But let's go ahead and get started with this shit. First off, Alberto Del Rio opens up Raw, and he has this little La Cucaracha type shit going on. And then he's like, well, this is what my decision is going to be. And then he gets interrupted by The Miz. Miz comes out and congratulates him. And then he says that, Edge was making a bunch of jokes about him and shit. And then Edge comes out and he's like, well, here's the thing. I'd do it to you. I'd say it to your face. And then it's going to be Alberto Del Rio versus Edge at WrestleMania, which I've got no problem with. And I think this will actually be a very good match. It was already a pretty good build-up. Alberto basically smacked Edge's arm with the guitar, and then he did his little cross arm breaker deal. And then we got Geriatric Lawler and Mitchell Cole talking about what the fuck just happened. And then you already know the travesty main event that just happened, so we don't even need to discuss that. Piece of shit creative team. And then we got Michael McGillicuddy and Fat Fuck Harris versus Santino Marella and Kozlov, or as Zamario likes to call him, Salami and Stroganoff.
Oh, yeah.
Santino hits a leg sweep takedown, gets a headlock, but he gets backed in the corner and punched by McGillicuddy. Santino ducks a running splash and gets a hot tag to Kozlov, who takes it to McGillicuddy before getting involved. Fat Fuck decides to come in and, he gets punched by Santino. And then Fat Fuck knocks him down with a shoulder and then tags out to McGillicuddy. And then he drops Santino with a neck breaker, throws him out the ring. Santino Tamina comes out to check on Santino. And then back in the ring, McGillicuddy gets a near fall. And then Santino's crawling in the corner. McGillicuddy tries to knock Kozlov down, but he receives a headbutt and walks into a hip toss by Santino. And then he hits the Gabra, as Mario likes to say. He hits Fat Fuck in the throat. He hits the Fat Fucker in the throat, and then he makes the cover. So they're still tag team champions. And then Orton comes out and RKOs all these motherfuckers. And then they had time to get Husky Harris out of the ring while CM Punk was just babbling on for about 20 minutes, talking about if you kick him in the head, there's going to be consequences. When really all that time, Harris could have got out the ring, but Orton kicked him in the head anyway. So that was kind of pointless. And then DiBiase comes out and he tells Jerry Lawler, dude, your career's over, blah, 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 blah. And then Michael Cole starts ripping on the King, calling him selfish and a scene stealer. And then Cole's just basically trying to talk shit to Jerry Lawler. And then Jerry Lawler's threatening to beat up Michael Cole. So just so you fuckers know, we are probably en route for one of the most mediocre WrestleManias in WrestleMania history. I'm telling you right now. And then Maurice slapped Michael Cole, and then Jerry Lawler punched out Ted DiBiase. And then we got Daniel Bryan versus Tyson Kidd. This has the potential to be the match of the night. You notice how every fucking time they do something to where, they have two talented guys, but they don't get enough time. This was that example. Bryan fights out of an arm lock and a hip toss, then gets hit with one by Tyson Kidd, and then he gets hit with a shoulder block. Bryan fights back rapidly and kicks Kid until he crawls under the ropes. Kid tries to come back with a leg hold, but Bryan reverses it into the bell lock. And then the Bella Hoes, basically go in there and they start talking shit to Gail Kim like, bitch, I saw you over there on 5th Street. What the fuck were you doing with him? That was the type of shit they had. And then they went into a fight. And then we got The Miz versus Edge. This match itself was all right, but I'm not even really going to go too much into it. Basically, Edge hits an Impaler DDT, sets up for the spear, and then John Cena, a.k.a. Barney the Dinosaur, interrupts with a purple background in the goddamn skybox. And then Cena just basically is like, look, Miz, I'm up here. And then Edge wins after he hits Miz with the spear. Bullshit.
That's 1-on-1 now. No, actually, the Edge has got 2 victories now, yeah?
Yep. And then Vicky Burrito comes out and says that Edge, man, won tonight, but this Friday you will be defending our World Heavyweight title. And then we got, according to some people, the evil bitch, Eve Torres, and Natalia versus Laycool. And Laycool won. I don't even really care.
I don't know what happened in that match.
I don't know either, and I don't really care. And then we got the trap, one of the beginning of the beginning of the end. Mark Henry and the Great Khali versus the Usos in a dance hall. Can we say botch fucking mania? Okay, basically, long story short, these motherfuckers do a dance off. What's amazing to me is the world's fattest jobber can actually lift up his arms and move them. And then the funny fucked up
I'm not
thing.
surprised about that. He's black, mate. It's enough for me. That's enough of a stereotype. He's black and he can dance. And he used to be Sexual Chocolate. I mean, he's got to be able to dance with that fucking name.
Okay, and then the thing that fucked it up was, okay, Mark Henry and Khali hit their finishers on him. And then the funny thing was, if you guys paid attention, Khali went for the cover on one of the Usos, and it wasn't even a fucking match. That was great.
Shit, did that happen? I never saw that.
Yeah, that was great. He went for the cover, and it wasn't even a match. And then we got the Raw Rumble, which was botch mania all over it. R-Truth, like, I can't even go over how the fuck this shit happened, but R-Truth had the funniest spot of the night. He gets tossed out, and then he has to try to get all, he tries to skin the cat, and he has a tough time doing that. It took him like 5 times just to get in the ring. And then Jomo does this parkour shit, which I marked out for that. I'm not going to lie. And then John Cena gets eliminated, and Sheamus gets eliminated. Long story short, Jerry fucking Lawler is facing The Miz at Elimination Chamber.
But a lot of stupid things happened. Fudge is no longer in the court in the thingy, but a lot of stupid things happened in that Raw Rumble match. Make sure you guys know what I'm saying here. The botches were incredible in that match. We're talking proper botches by doing fuck ups, and obviously, telegraphing what they're doing, making it so obvious what they're doing. The way John Cena saved Sheamus, it just looked wrong. He saved him from being eliminated. He tries to get him eliminated. Then he holds his legs to make sure he doesn't leave the ring. What the fuck's up with that? And that time when Jerry Lawler was trying to eliminate John Cena, he lifts his own leg over the top rope. It just looked fucking wrong. And also on top of that, when fucking John Cena does get eliminated, Jerry Lawler's got a look on his face like he shouldn't have eliminated him, which just makes no sense whatsoever. So it was amusingly stupid. I'll say that. It was fun to watch, but it was stupid.
I would say for Raw tonight overall, this Raw was all right. It wasn't great by any means, I will tell you that. I would recommend the Alberto Del Rio Edge segment, and I would recommend the Raw Rumble to see all the botches.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as everything else goes, they can do better than that. I'm trying to be constructive here. I'm not going to be harsh on it, but WWE, we know you can do better.
No, I'm going to be harsh on it. There's too much. I don't mind being harsh on it, but I'm pretty much harsh on every show they do. And even though I'm kind of used to them being shit, what I can't help noticing was the tremendous focus on Jerry Lawler still. It's now post-Royal Rumble. They should be focused. He should be the last person they should be focusing on. Yeah, I know he's just there to buy time for Miz to defend his championship at WrestleMania, but come on. I mean, you should still have an idea of who Miz could be possibly facing at WrestleMania. We've got no fucking clue. I mean, by the looks of things, it could be John Cena, and it looks possibly like Randy Orton will be having his hands full with Edge. Sorry, not Edge. Sorry, CM Punk.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think, to tell you the truth, this WrestleMania, it's shaping up to be one of those WrestleManias that will be a good one, but maybe not a pickup WrestleMania. Kind of like WrestleMania 25 in a way.
I mean, yeah, I agree. WrestleMania 25 was good all the way except for the last match. I actually thought the Edge, Big Show, John Cena triple threat was really good and didn't get enough plaudits. I thought all the matches were good except for Triple H versus Randy Orton, which was awful. But with this upcoming WrestleMania, even though the matchups might not be the best on paper, if they deliver in the ring, I'll be the first to hold up my hands and say, yeah, it was a good WrestleMania, regardless of the weak build-up. You know,
Yeah.
as long as they deliver in the ring, that's what matters on the day.
Yeah, WWE, as long as you don't let them go out there and have them do the restricted shit that you do now, you'll be okay. The build-up could be lackluster, like take the Rumble. The build-up could be lackluster, but the payoff was pretty fucking good. That could be the same case for WrestleMania. But if you make, these matches look on paper like, I expect Alberto Del Rio and Edge to probably be the best match at WrestleMania.
Oh, don't say that. It's going to be shit if you say that.
Well, I expect it to be the best match at WrestleMania overall, like the best match of the night. That's what I expect from these two guys, especially with how WWE's been pushing Alberto Del Rio to the fucking moon these last few months.
It'd be funny because I think Alberto Del Rio might be the one carrying Edge in that match. I think Edge is not. He's definitely, since he's been his most recent injury, since he's come back from his Achilles injury, he hasn't been that good. By his standards, and he's a very, very good. You put him in a gimmick match, he will deliver, in my opinion. But I think he's a bit worried about getting injured again, and I sometimes see that in his wrestling matches. I don't think Edge is as good as he used to be. I'm sure ADL will have to carry him. Yeah. I mean, his match against Chris Jericho should have been the one which stole the show at WrestleMania 26. It was awful, absolutely awful. Yep. And you don't say that much. You don't really say that about Chris Jericho matches.
Yep. And guys, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I would just go ahead and say that this Raw is all right. I'd recommend watching bits and pieces of it. I wouldn't sit there and watch the entire thing for 2 hours, but for what it is, yeah, check it out. See what you think. And I will catch you guys later. Peace out.